Hey YouTube, Jam here. Welcome back to the gaming station. So the last video I did was the start of a series where I look at the win and pick rates for brawlers in each mode and present them to you as meta brawlers. The last video was focused on gem grab, and today we're going to be talking about Brawl Ball. Now, if you didn't watch the last video, I'll go over how I got to this list. From brawlstats.com, I wrote down the top 10 brawlers by win rate and the top 10 brawlers by pick rate for that specific mode. Then I compared the two lists and ranked the top 5 brawlers that were on both lists, giving priority to the brawlers with the highest win rate. Unfortunately though, things like brawler rarity affects pick rate and bad players affect win rates. So this list may not always be 100% accurate. So if you feel like a brawler got snubbed for the list, please let me know down in the comments and we can talk about it. Also, the numbers I'm going to be using for today's video come from Friday the 29th. So if they change, it's because I'm a day or two late finishing this video. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get into the list. We'll start with my honorable mentions as usual. Remember that honorable mentions are still good, they just didn't make the list for both win and pick rates, which means they didn't make the cut for the 5 meta brawlers the way I'm reading the data. Alright, so today's first honorable mention is going to be Jackie. Jackie currently holds the #1 win rate in Brawl Ball, with a 58.1% win rate. But, just like in Gem Grab, her use rate is too low for her to make the pick rate list. So, she didn't make the cut. I'm guessing enough people don't have her maxed out yet, so that would lower her pick rate. The next honorable mention is going to be B. B is currently 9th in terms of win rate at a 54.3%, but she misses out on the pick rate list, just like Jackie. I'm honestly not really sure why her pick rate is so low, but she didn't make the cut. And today's last honorable mention is going to be Sandy. Sandy has the same situation as B and Jackie, holding a great win rate, sitting at #2 in the category at 56.9%. But his pick rate is very low, and I'm guessing the reason why is due to his legendary rarity, making it so a lot of people don't have him yet. As a side note, I'm not trying to favor high win rate brawlers for the honorable mentions. B and Jackie are close to making the pick rate list, just missing out by 0.2%. While Sandy needs to be mentioned in my opinion, because I feel like his lower use rate is only due to his rarity and not the strength of the brawler. But that's going to do it for my honorable mentions. Okay, now let's get into the actual list. So, number 5 on my meta list is going to be Tara. Tara is actually 13th in pick rate for Brawl Ball, but this is a situation where not enough brawlers overlap between the two lists. So, I had to find the first brawler to rank on the win rate list, and Tara ranks 9th on win rate at 54.5%. So, she makes the cut today. Tara is a sneaky good choice for Brawl Ball. Her good health allows her to stay in long fights, she has solid damage, and in Brawl Ball she can get huge value from her super due to how clumped up players tend to get at times in the game mode. On to number 4 for the Brawl Ball list. Number 4 is actually going to be Poco. Poco is currently number 10 in win rates for Brawl Ball at 54% and holds the 7th spot for use rate at 4.3%. So while Poco doesn't have great damage and has a hard time defending in Brawl Ball, where he excels is in team fights. He can damage multiple enemies when they're grouped up, and he can keep his teammates healed up when he's running Decapo. However, Poco is very team dependent due to his low damage, so if you're trying to push him with randoms, you may struggle. Alright, on to number 3. Ems is going to be the number 3 brawler on my meta list right now. Ems has the highest 7th win rate in Brawl Ball at 54.9% and the 6th highest pick rate at 4.4%. So, Ems does amazing damage and has decent range, so she's a great counter for tanks and pretty solid against most other brawlers as well. Her star powers let her do more damage or heal when she's using her super, and her gadget covers her one true weakness, close range fights, as well as forcing people to drop the Brawl Ball when trying to score a goal. All this makes Ems a very solid choice for most Brawl Ball maps. Okay, we're already on number 2. The number 2 brawler on my meta list is going to be Frank. Right now, Frank has the 6th highest win rate at 55%, as well as the 4th highest pick rate at 5.2%. Frank brings a lot to a Brawl Ball team. He has high health, so he can play as the ball carrier, a wall-breaking super that is easy to charge, so he can open up the map quickly if his team benefits from it, and his super stuns brawlers, so he can punish people for grouping when he has it. Just the threat of him flashing it forces people to back up. And on top of all of that, Frank's gadget makes it so that most of his hard counters can no longer knock him out of his super, which is a huge buff for him. When played right, Frank is a monster in Brawl Ball. And with that said, we're on our last brawler for my meta list. So, the number 1 brawler today, we have Nita. Right now, Nita has the 4th highest win rate at 55.5%, as well as the 8th highest use rate at 4.2%. So, Nita has always been pretty good in Brawl Ball, because control of the map was always one of her strong suits. But I have a feeling Nita is so high on this list because of the Hyper Bear gadget combo. This is a nuke, and can get an instant kill when catching the right brawler with it. Other than that combo though, she still does a great job at doing chip damage to brawlers caught out in the open. And her bear always pushes enemies back if they don't have the burst damage to deal with it. She also has good health, so she can stand in as a ball carrier when a team doesn't have a tank. Overall, she's always been very good in Brawl Ball, like I said. And now, she's one of the most solid in the meta, according to the way I'm reading this data. So, overall, this list came out pretty solid. At first, I wasn't sure on it, but I checked with another YouTuber who I know pushes very high on ladder to confirm if these were the right picks. Shout out to Triple J for the help, I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't subbed to him, go check out his channel. He posts a good variety of Brawl Stars content, and recently has been trying to push to the top of global ladder. I'll post a link to his channel down in the description. But, what did you guys think of this list? Let me know down in the comments what you thought. And, if you enjoyed this video, and you haven't checked out my gem grab one yet, go check that out as well. I'm thinking I'll do solo and duo showdown next, as long as they don't do a balance update in the next few days. So, stay tuned for that one as well. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.